At the International Medical University, we have made a science of sports performance enhancement, scholastic ability enhancement, and intellect enhancement. Yes, we've been exploring into this for over 35 years, and it got a big boost when a couple years ago an Oxford professor found that by a little stimulation into the forehead, he could boost kids' brains power. This was published in Nova, the BBC, National Geographic, a host of different researchers all around the world getting similar results. Scientific American covering the idea of improving math, improving the eye-hand coordination, better living through electrochemistry, lucid dreaming increase, host of all kinds of studies showing how this happens. We've been doing our own studies, being able to show how the skio, the indigo, the eductor is able to help by supplying a small little electrical DC current to the brain. In a certain pattern, we can then improve brain function, and that this effect can last up to 6 months once we do it. It's very, very exciting work that we've been able to do, because we're jump-starting the brain. Really, when your body has not enough energy, we're going to be able to put more energy into it. Now, in Psychology Today, they had found a study that they did where they have these 9 dots, and you try to cover these 9 dots with 4 different lines without taking your pen off the paper. And this is very interesting, and what they were able to do in their study is show that with a little bit of brain stimulation, that they could increase their ability to do this problem. They could find the solution, and the solution is going outside the box. This takes an insight to be able to extend beyond the box. Now, many other little experiments that we've shown here have also been done to help show that this can boost insight. Now, many people were doing it by applying a positive signal to one side of the brain and a negative signal to the other, a positive and a ground, to help sedate one area of the brain, where what we found is when we applied the ground to the foot, to the ankle, that we could increase with a positive signal all of the brain, and that they did not have to counteract each other. They could be monitored with simple pulse. By using a particular type of pulse, a particular frequency, we could stimulate the insight in the brain and stimulate the insight over all the brain. Let's look at how they did that in Beyond the Wormhole.
Carl is stumped.
Okay.
Now Alan prepares to give him a jolt of inspiration. This cap sends a small positive electric current. The technique is called transcranial direct current stimulation, or TDCS, and it's designed to mimic the pattern of brain activity found in savants.
Okay, how do you feel now?
It's a little bit of tingling.
After stimulating with TDCS, Carl tries the matchstick problem again.
Very good, congratulations. This is a case of mental fixation. We can't help but look at the world through the frames of what we already know. We see a filtered view of the world, not all the details. But Carl, after transcranial direct current stimulation, was able to see the solution.
Alan's creativity temporarily changed the way Carl's brain worked. It appeared to give him savant-like abilities.
What we just saw was amazing, how they were able to do this. And what we have done is now been able to reproduce this study that's been published in a host of different places, including Psychology Today, to be able to show how we can boost insight. Now, for you people out there, insight helps to bring that little quality of genius and improvement, technological improvement. So for the scientist, that little extra technological improvement, because what we found is a 5 to 15% increase. Businessman, Mr. Businessman, before your next big business meeting, wouldn't you like to top up your battery, to have your brain a little bit more in tune? Because see, if we find out that your voltage or your amperage or your resistance is not right, we fix that. We give you a boost. Wouldn't that be great for you, Mr. Businessman, to have that topped up so that your brain could be at top working principles for your next business meeting? That might be the difference in millions and millions and possibly billions of dollars in your next business deal. Mr. Lawyer, before you make that next statement to the jury, before you draft your next brief, wouldn't a little bit of insight, wouldn't a little bit of intellect stimulation be good for you? In business, in school, all over, because even for the SATs or any of the mental tests you're going to get as you go through school, an extra couple of points get you into a better school. And then when you're there in school, an extra little stimulation helps you to get through that next test. By stimulating the brain, who doesn't want this for their children or for themselves? This is a very, very big opportunity for the future, for everybody to be able to sell and use this technology. And we have found that by using this technology with a trained technician, we can dramatically increase safety and dramatically increase efficacy, making the system work better and better for you. So this incredible jobs of the future, using this technology, selling this technology, training for this technology, servicing this technology, this is an incredible new opening up of a jobs for the future. And I hope that I've stimulated a little bit of your insight. And if you want to know more about the work that we do on stimulating the intellect, you can contact us at Immune, where we can give you more information. At the International Medical University, we have made a science of sports performance enhancement, scholastic ability enhancement, and intellect enhancement.